Know this. What will come to pass is no longer war. It is endless sacrifice in his name. Blood for the Blood God! Let the universe drown in it! Welcome everyone, it's Glacier Guy Rock the Glacier as always. That was Chaos Lord Kroll from the Dawn of War games. At least that's where the quote's attributed to. Welcome to the World Eaters Showcase. Did it again. I completed an entire army in 7 days. Now, I painted an entire army in 7 days. Please enjoy some still shots before we get into the individual showcase of the models. But yeah, I had this army already assembled, and I started painting it last Saturday, and it is now Sunday, and we are recording the showcase. And this is the army that we'll be using in our next stop-motion battle report. So let's get into those individual models, shall we? Alright, starting off we have our Chaos Lord and Terminator armor is a red Butcher, and he has the Kami Melta, a power sword which has been upgraded to the Murder Sword. And of course he's Mark of Khorne. Or Khorne, yep. And then of course we have Kharn the Betrayer in his lovely silver and gold color scheme with a little accent of red. I think it works out a little bit better than the red color scheme, but I'm a little biased just because I painted it. I think it looks pretty good, and eager to get crumpin'. And we have the Master of Executions. Second Master of Executions I own. And this one, I was not really sure how I wanted to paint. I just kind of like let the paint do its job. Went with the red cloak. I know a lot of people use skin, but I just didn't want to. Make it a little more hobo-ish. And we got our red Butcher Terminators. These guys are the key of the army, at least. Well, I mean, I would say they're probably the second key. The main key is probably the Khorne Berserkers. But the red Butcher Terminators with their double lightning claws, looking nice, and I definitely like the green on the claws. And we have two Chaos Spawn. These guys are a blast to assemble, and they painted up pretty quick. I didn't have any big problems. I just kind of airbrushed them red and threw on some weapons, and or threw on some black, and we were pretty much good to go. Then we have our 5-man squad of Raptors, which fields us 2 Melta guns and a Kami Melta, which is going to be great for jumping down and taking care of some tanks or some heavy infantry. And so that's pretty much the plan for these guys. I never want to paint the trim ever again. The trim was ridiculous. We got a squad of Chaos Cultists. These are from Victoria Miniatures, and I saw them on their website, and I was just like, I got to pick these guys up as Cultist. They have a flamer, and the little champion Cultist has a auto gun with a close combat weapon. And then we have 30 Khorne Berserkers in 3 squads of 10, so they can fit in the Rhinos. And they have different basing hues, but they're all the same. They all have 5 chain swords, 5 chain axes. And the champion's got a Kami Bolter, which comes from, I forget, it comes from one of the Terminator kits. One of the Relic Terminator kits, I believe. And it has, they also have an Icon of Wrath on one of the chainsword guys. And so the bases were a lot of fun to paint. I thought the bases were a nice addition. I just went with an Astrograte, and then I hued them up with different washes. And we got 3 Chaos Rhinos, and these actually didn't take as long as I thought they might take to paint, but I also really wasn't exactly sure how I wanted to paint them. Base coat them silver, and I threw on the red doors, and then I went with the gold accents, because I didn't want them super red, but I also didn't want them super gold either, so I kind of just found a good middle ground. One of them was washed with a pin wash of Agrax Earthshade, but the rest of the tanks were all washed with Nuln Oil. I think it works out really well. They all have Havoc Launchers and Combi Flamers, and so that's pretty much what you got going on with the Rhinos. And now we got the 3 Chaos Predators. They all have Havoc Launchers, their auto cannons, and the Sponson heavy bolters. I thought about putting on the las cannons because that would have been really good, but I think the auto cannon kind of meets the intent. And plus we can throw on the Killshot strat as of right now. If they're going to keep the Killshot strat, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see if they keep it. And if not, I still think Predators are a really efficient choice on the battlefield. Maybe not for Chaos, but definitely for normal Space Marines. Predators are still pretty good. And that is the 2,000 point army. It's 1995 on the nose. I could probably steal 5 points from somewhere, but that's where we're at right now. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and see you around. Goodbye.